Welcome. On today's video, we'll be looking at the lawnmower that doesn't start. The flywheel on top of the engine with the pull rope is locked. Now, I want to first say I have no idea why this would happen. We'd have to open it up and see. I think that the lawnmower was hydrolocked with oil. Uh, she said to me that the air filter was full of oil. So I think that the cylinder might be hydrolocked with oil. So let's go closer to the lawnmower. Let's check it out and let's see if we can make it work again. So as you can see, the lawnmower doesn't look old. It doesn't look abused. It actually looks fairly new. Looks in a good condition to me. However, there's evidence of oil underneath the carburetor there. And there's also evidence of oil coming out of the exhaust, which does indicate that it might be hydrolocked. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the spark plug there. I'm going to see if any oil comes out and if the pull rope will work. So let's have a look. So yes, I know my trestles is in the need of a clean, but that is the way that you lift up a lawnmower of this type. You never tilt it on its side, because then that happens exactly what happened to this one. It might hydrolock, the carburetor will overfill, and it will spill fuel into the air filter as well as oil. So this is the correct way to lift up a lawnmower such as this. You'll see there I put two old rags underneath it, or old carpets, just in order to help me with any spills and frills. Okay, let's see. Take this off. Wonder if I got the correct size here. Yeah, it's alright. Let's see. You can see clearly that spark plug is full of oil. Okay, so let's attempt to get the oil that's in here out. Let's first see if the pull rope will pull now. And put it in here. Yes, it works. It's hydrolocked, guys. It's hydrolocked with oil. Look at this. That just came out of the cylinder. Simply hydrolocked. Why? Because they tilted the lawnmower. Look at that, guys. Badly, severely hydrolocked. Okay, so I can chuck that in the bin. Clean up this mess here. Okay, so what I want to do now is I simply want to clean this whole area with brake cleaner. Just gonna clean it up nicely. Perfect. Absolutely perfectly clean. So guys, let this be a lesson for all of us. If your machine says there's a sticker on it, which there is on this machine, that says to you, do not tilt this machine. Guys, don't tilt the machine. There's a reason for that sticker. And I read about that, the tilting issue on these machines. They tend to flood the engine with oil and fuel, which can be extremely dangerous. If you have flooded the engine with fuel and you attempt to start it, it can really be dangerous. Also, what happens is you flood this little guy with oil, which is actually the case here. It happened on this machine. Okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to replace the spark plug, well, clean it, replace it. Then I'm going to check the oil and then we're going to attempt to start it up again. So let's go. When you when you thread in a plug, always do it by hand as far as you can. Because when you do it with a tool, you might not realize that you are cross-threading your plug in the cylinder head. So always do it by hand as far as you can. Make sure that you have not cross-threaded it. Now, this plug, please guys, there is no need to put 7,000 million tons of Newton meters on this thing. It only needs to seal. That's perfect. That's fine. That'll be more than tight enough. A new plug will show you. After it's full, it's a quarter to a 3/4 turn. That's all. Okay, let's check the oil. How do we check the oil? We drop the lawnmower onto its wheels. Make sure it's standing on a level surface. Give it some time for all the oil in the engine to seep back to the sump where it's supposed to be. Then we'll check the oil on this yellow cap. That'll be enough time. Let's see how the oil is looking. Take the cap out, wipe it off, make sure that it's clean and dried on the dipstick itself. I'm not sure about this machine. I think you should screw it in all the way. Take it out again. I'm sure there's more than enough. You can check it again if you want to make sure. Now there's definitely enough oil in here. I just want to show you here. There's the sticker. Do not tilt this mower. Okay? Alright, now what I want to do is I want to have a look at the air filter first because they have removed it and I don't know. You see, it's full of oil also. So I need to clean this up. And it's not full of oil, it's full of oil here, guys. Look at that. So just have a look. I think I'm going to remove this cap and make sure that it's clean. That's oil. That is 100% undiluted oil. So let's clean it up. You actually want to use a rag that's not going to disintegrate here. This is not the right type of thing to use here, because it might disintegrate and leave little particles of toilet paper everywhere. And that's going to get sucked into your carburetor. So if you use this, make sure that you know what you are doing and that you clean it up. You see, like that. Don't put it back like that. Make sure there's no particles left. So I'm wiping it down and then I'm going to wash it under the tap. Okay. Now I want to just fold this. Just make sure it's clean here. Guys, inside here, there's a lot of oil. I'm going to have to remove that whole plastic casing to make sure that I get that out. Look at that. That's not going to work. Okay, guys, it's obvious that this carburetor will have to come off. Well, it's filled up with oil, absolutely filled up. So I'm going to have to take it off, clean it inside. Look at this. Let me just show you this. There's oil inside there. That's oil that you see there. So I'll have to clean that up. I cannot refit this carburetor to the machine like that. Definitely not. Okay guys, as you can see, the carburetor is now pretty clean. It's a heck of a lot cleaner than it used to be. So I clean it inside. I think it's pretty alright. So let's put it back on the lawnmower. Let's reassemble and then we'll see what it says. Okay, so as you can see, she's all cleaned up. The air filter that I do have, they did wash it. There's no oily residue on it, so I think I'm gonna try it. But what I've just noticed, as you can see, there's still oil coming out of the exhaust. So which means I'm going to remove the exhaust now and first clean it out, and then I will start it up. I just want to show you the amount of oil in this exhaust port. Look at this, how it's, check, this is the exhaust. It's full of oil, guys. It's absolutely drenched in oil. So I'm going to have to, that's nice. I'm going to have to rinse this thing with fuel to get this oil out of here. Okay, so here it is. What I've done is I've rinsed out the exhaust with petrol, with fuel. I'm pretty sure it's fine now. I've also rinsed it out with water just to make sure that I got everything out. I blew it out with a air hose as well. Whatever moisture is in there will evaporate quite quickly when I start this thing up. So I am pretty sure it's going to smoke quite tremendously when I start it, because it is clear to me that that cylinder is absolutely flooded in oil. Okay guys, as you can see, we've buttoned everything up. She has a lot of fuel. I just checked the oil again. There's a good amount of oil in the sump. So I think it's that time. Let's give it a go. As I said, was thinking that it's going to make quite a buffer smoke, so that was to be expected. So yeah, well, she runs. She didn't run before. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let her idle. I'm going to let her idle for a while. I want it to heat up nicely, and then I'll see what it does after that. But guys, for now, that's pretty much it. It runs. Okay guys, so I just want to show you how it starts. I'm going to unplug my mic so that you can actually hear it. Okay, so let's go. So yeah, I think it starts very easily. I'm quite happy with the result of the work done today. I can now give her lawnmower back and she can continue with mowing the lawn. Okay guys, that will be it for today. I just want to say that after the mower started and everything was cool, I had it run up to temperature, let it cool down, then I started it again, at which point I realized that the blade keeps spinning. So which means that the blade is actually loose. So I had to lift it up again. I took the blade off, at which stage I found that the boss underneath the engine is completely worn out. So I had to take the lawnmower to the lawnmower shop for them to be able to remove that boss so that I can replace the boss with a new one and then put the blade back. But yeah, everything is fine. Everything worked out well. The mower runs. It works great. So I just wanted to say, not every one of us is technically inclined. So guys, always make sure before you try and do something on a machine that you are doing it correctly. Always first, Google is there, it's free, use it. Go on Google, check, how do I do this? How do I do that? Just now you make a major mistake and it's going to cost you big bucks. Luckily, I was able to get this one running again. Viewers, that's it for today. If you like this type of videos, please consider subscribing. It is absolutely free. Give us a like, give us a comment. We really appreciate it. And until the next one, stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.